On a day-to-day the shit changed, but you know for the most part nothing indifferent. Sometimes be stuck in my ways, weekend fucked up in somebody's kitchen, sticking my hand, I'm chilling with the troops and my few cans down, so I walk like Winston. Trust me, I wake up hanging, you think that I'm leaving this bed, you're kidding. I'm sitting on back in the pad, get deep fried and I smoke some packs of the grass. Put the feet up, kick back and relaxing at best. No, I'm sitting on Reilly's.
Sean, brother, thank you for saving the day here. I've been stressed out my head. James Kelly spewing his ring it.
Poor man.
Yeah.
I feel bad. But I'm happy to be here as well, mate.
You're back, mate. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Last time you were on, we were talking about that there. It was a bit of an uproar.
Last time I was on here, there was a few comments being made. Not the same without Jamie. You know, attacking my own character.
Attacking your character?
I just want to tell the camera right now, I'm here to do a job tonight. Expect big things.
Sean is like, see when you get an agency worker in.
It's not the same. We could treat it differently.
It's no the workers you're used to, but they're there to come in and do a job.
Mate, people need to realise watching this, it's not going to be the same. Alright, but I'm here to plug the gap. I'm here to do my best and here to hopefully have a great time with yourself, Mr. Reilly.
You've been up to shit, mate.
Been doing things.
Which I want to talk about, but something today when obviously I've been fucking stressed out. Man, they cut my finger on the way here. Had to turn my t-shirt back to front. Got blood all over it. I've had a nightmare today, mate. But you saved the day. And I was driving about for my work today, and I was patrolling the streets of Coat Bridge, and I was thinking, like, see, before I left, my boss was like that to me. You need to go here. Do you know how to get there? And I was like, I know how to get there. And I was thinking how funny it is, like, see as a guy, see when somebody says, do you know how to get there? And you're like, like without maps.
You're never going to admit that you don't know.
No. You go, of course I do. But I think that's the most alpha thing ever, mate. But you know how to get everywhere.
Mate, within reason, I've quite well educated on the city streets, due to family ties, friends.
Foes.
And my father was a private hire driver, you know, private hire driver. And my girlfriend Amy, her dad's a Hackney driver. So,
mate,
you know, it's you don't choose the life of the road. The life of the road chooses you. And by that, I don't mean standing in street corners causing violence and antisocial behaviour. By that, I mean geographical knowledge. When I started actually going out with Amy, her dad was like, why don't you do the knowledge? We need young boys like you. We need young boys like you driving the taxis, you know what I mean? Because the average age of your Hackney driver, you're probably talking 45, 46. So they need young boys, 31-year-old men like me, young boys to take it on. So I decided to go online, went on the Glasgow Taxis website, and I done the taxi driver knowledge, right? So they basically ask you 48 questions, and it's like, from which street to which street is Alderman Road between, and Duke Street leads from what cross to what road and all that. So I've done the test without even doing any sort of
no studying
and fuck all. I passed it, mate, right?
Did you?
I passed it and I'm proud of it. So you can actually, for the camera, you can go and do that online, Glasgow Taxis website, test your knowledge of the city, see where you're at, and maybe there's a potential career for you, because they need young guys, they need young ladies to be the taxi drivers.
You never get in a taxi and it's like a 19-year-old. It's happening where you going. Because like the easy could be like, it's no, but like, see when you're leaving school and that, nobody's like, I've got to be a taxi driver. Like, that's never, but then back in the day, that's a fucking noble trade to leave school, you know what I mean? It's a trade.
Mate, I'm telling you, it's a trade, and we need young people doing it. And this is a message. If there's anybody listening to this podcast, it takes one thing that I say, please, we need future taxi drivers. Because who remembers the COVID days when we were allowed back to the pubs and nightclubs? People were crying, there was anger, uproar. I can't get a taxi, 40-minute wait, Uber surcharge, the mad surcharges and that. Why don't you take action yourself and start driving a taxi? You could, because like, they've all switched to Uber, mate. They've all switched to Uber. Like, Uber, you get younger drivers, but the old school, the ones that will take you to the airport and that, know what I mean?
The ones that have been doing it, aye, fuck.
Mate, see the guys, they'll tell you they know all the stories, you know all the gossip, they know everything that's happening, they know everything about you before you stepped into the car.
Aye.
That's the service I want. I don't want to go into a car with an Uber driver that doesn't say a fucking word to me and I expect to give him 5 stars and a tip. Not happening.
Right, had to take the headphones off there. We are in a bit of a power source dilemma in the new studio. We're in our actual room now, but still no got everything sorted with the electrics. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm ready to cause a ruckus, brother. But anyway, back to the taxi drivers. It is very alpha to know exactly where you're going. I was amazed by your road knowledge. Is it something that you would see if you ever for a second, right, even when you're doing that test and that, have you ever thought, I might actually fucking do this? You'd be a great
100%,
you
mate.
would be a great taxi driver.
I would love to do it. I'm in a fortunate position where I enjoy my work now. Obviously, community work, youth work, I'll absolutely love it. But it is something that I would consider in the future, mate, because see, the fact is, taxi drivers, they do alright.
Aye.
Fucking make all sorts of money, mate.
Do you pick your own hours? You've got here. This is what I was going to say. I know you've got taxi driver blood. Like, see if there's a baby Ewart ever in the way, mate. They're going to.
Kevin, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
If I was to come up to you and you didn't know me and I say, would you like to be your own boss? How would you answer that question?
I'd say absolutely. That's my dream.
Welcome to Glasgow Taxis, my friend.
You could be the rep, mate. You could.
Mate, you send me out. But do you want me to tell you what I do like about the hackney drivers? Mate, they can wear the uniform, the polo shirt, they're looking smart. Mate, I was actually over in Belfast recently, and one thing I noticed was, see the taxi drivers in Belfast, shirt and tie.
Oh,
That is what you call professional.
I feel like that was like a thing back in the day, maybe. Like, I feel like that's old school here. Now they bounce out looking like fucking tramps, mate.
You're wearing the Nike
You-
trackie,
Aye.
you're wearing all that.
You ever get like, see now when you're younger, you're going on a family holiday and so your flight's at like 7 a.m. from Glasgow Airport and you get the taxi drivers, it's booked, pre-booked. That's the real move, mate. Pre-booking the taxi.
Chauffeur, mate.
A chauffeur. But they've turned up in fucking Adidas trackies. No taxi driver. If a taxi driver turned up at my door at 5:30 in the morning to take me to the airport and he's wearing a shirt and tie and trousers and like shoes, I would give him 50% tip, I think.
Mate, you want that professional luxury service, mate.
Aye.
Mate, how do you feel? Mate, I hear a lot of people saying, you know, they've been partying a bit too long at night. They've been going home in the very small hours in the morning and they don't want the taxi driver to say a word to them, right? How would you feel, say you're at the end of the night, the party's maybe coming to a close and you're getting yourself ready to go up the road and you get picked up by a man, he's smelling $1 million. He's got the shirt and tie on. He's got beautiful leather seats in the car smells immaculate.
I think that would actually make me feel worse, mate.
The
There's
luxury service.
nothing makes me feel worse. Like, see, going home at that time in the morning, that's it, it's like 6 a.m, you're like, I better pack it in, man, better go up the road. And you get in a taxi and then you're driving in the taxi and you see like families out for the day, like in the sun, like walking down to the park and got to get lunch and that, and you're just thinking, I'm an actual fucking scumbag.
Yes,
like,
scumbag.
That's nothing worse than that. I kind of want my taxi driver maybe to be drunk as well, but I fucking
Nah, you guys.
well, I'm going to an off party.
Yeah, 100%. A bit of power, just a bit of reassurance. But mate, the also thing is as well, these Uber drivers are driving their own cars, you know. They're using these out of working hours, whereas your hackney boys, no. They're just using that for strictly business, mate. And as well, the average price of the new LEZ taxi, you're talking about 100 grand, mate. 100 grand.
What, for a black cab?
Aye, for the electric ones, aye.
That's
So-
ridiculous. They're fucking trying to. I think they're trying to get taxis out of the game. The old school taxis.
We need to keep it going.
It's a fucking tradition in Scotland, mate.
Embrace tradition, reject modernity. That's for all these young ones on the vapes now. The vapes were introduced to get you off the fags. They're going straight to the vapes, mate. Straight to the vapes.
And mate, I hate to tell you, mate.
But mate, I've seen you smoking fags before.
Have you?
No, but I just wanted to say it for the
Mate,
purpose of the episode.
Would I smoke a fag? And I'll be honest, aye. But if I was at a party, if I had a few shandies and I was outside, the thing with fags is, number one, smoking is cool. There's no other, vaping isn't cool. You see somebody fucking walking about, going outside a boozer and fucking spark a fag, you're like, that's a real man there. I've got like this perverse thing, even at like, so I drive to work, I maybe get to my work at 7 a.m, right? I'll arrive for like 7:15, and there's a big Tesco next to my work, so I'll pull in there and get some stuff for my lunch or whatever. See if I see somebody stoning outside that Tesco 7:30 in the morning in their like office work clothes, smoking a fag, I actually like will go at to myself, yes, I love that. I don't know, it is that thing of like reject modernity. Like you see me, we fairy walking about with strawberry fucking vape and that. Nah, fucking smoke basically like plywood, know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got mass amounts of respect for the smokers. Right, see, back in the day I thought, do you know what, this isn't a good thing, can lead to obviously life limiting diseases. But then I think to myself, back in the day, I'm talking about, see, the 60s and 70s, people smoked because it was fucking cool. Right?
Aye, that was it.
Mate, look back in the old films, mate. Guy spats a fag, you're like, wow.
Aye, it's
unbelievable.
It's cool as fuck, mate. That's why, look, do you ever see somebody with a vape and think they're cool? No. But even like the smell of snout, like see, but I'm such a pussy when it comes to fags. I was in fucking Seville with Megan. I was like, I'm going to get menthol snout. Like, we went in the wee tobacco shop. That's how bad I'm with the vapes. Like, mate, as soon as I get to a foreign country, I'm like, wonder what the selection of vapes will be like. That's my first. It's not even like, will it be warm or nice? But I'll get there, scope out the vape situation. In Seville, there was wee tobacco shops, and I went in and I seen menthol snout, and I was like, fucking nothing but rooftop bar, beer, and a fucking menthol snout.
The problem with young ones nowadays, mate, they're addicted to VSBs, right? Vapes, snus, balloons, mate, right? They want all the crazy, the latest party
Drug.
No even drug, party.
Thrill.
Party frills. Aye, mate, that's not even. Party frills, I want the VSBs, I want the vapes, I want the snus, and I want the balloons, mate. Let's go back to the olden days.
Aye, mate. I just...
Cider and fags.
Cider and fags.
2 litre cider.
3 litre sometimes. I fucking... Mate, see,
3 litre.
3 litre of cider, mate. I remember one time I was getting mad with it. One of the like first times I was like going out to buy booze, and my pal Danny Ryan, shout out to Danny Ryan, he used to get served in Kirkhill wee school uniform on. Somehow he just looked that old, and they were like, he must work a fucking office or something, this guy. And he went in and he go, well, like, what should we get to drink? And I think now that way when you're younger and you can't booze yet, but if you're going to a family party, your dad will be a bit mad at it, but you want to drink, son, you want to fucking drink, I'll fucking get you something, right? So then I remember I tried a Magners and I was like, oh, that's class.
Oh, shit.
Because the first things I drank, the first time I ever boozed, I drank 6. I think I drank, no, not 6. I think I drank 4 Millers. Like, both of Miller.
Mad, I think, I can't even remember the first time I drank, but I always remember it was my dad. Like, obviously, parenting wise, it's like they want to introduce you into it and understand safe drinking it. My dad was like, you go, son. I think it was about 4 Millers as well. Aye, 4 cans of Foster's or something.
4
like that,
Millers. 4 Millers is nice. Like, as a wee guy, like 4 Millers. Like, see, cracking your first beer, bro. Like,
that first Miller.
That first Miller, bro. And being like, this is horrible. And being like, aye, this is class, innit? Because that's why I ended up getting the Magners. So I was like, what should we get? And all that, right? I said, no, it's class, boys, Magners. And he went in and bought, it used to get, I don't know if you still get them, it's like a litre bottle of Magners. You probably do still get them. And he went in and we all get 3 litre bottles each. And we were fucking tanning them and that. I still can't drink it after that, mate. We were all, see Gaff getting high?
Aye.
See the rugby pitches? Know what that is?
Aye.
Like up the back.
Yep.
We were up there fucking rolling about, mate. Fuck it.
The
It was
glory days,
ridiculous.
Mate. They're the glory days. I think the first drink I had in a pub was, we went to a birthday on 18th when I was 17, I think. It was the first time I'd been in a pub. I was drinking pints of cider. Or something about those sweet teenagers drinking ciders, thinking this is like the gateway to beer.
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's the gateway to beer.
Because beer, like, I don't think I actually started liking the taste of beer until I was about early 20s. No, I think I just drank it because I was like, my dad drinks it.
I like a beer now. Let's see a cold beer.
Bro. That's how you know you're aging, bro.
Aye, I think
Because I feel like I'm now at the age where if somebody slagged me for being old, I'd actually be quite insulted by it. Like, see if I was like 22 and I'm had like 16-year-old, I'd know that I'd be chatting to 16-year-olds often. But if a 16-year-old approached me in the street and was like, mate, you're old as fuck, I'd be like, fuck off, you wee dick. See if a 16-year-old said to me now, you're pure old, you dick, I'd be like, fuck up. I'd be like, Oh man, I'm quite old. Skipping the toilet and all that, mate.
Skipping the toilet, isn't it, mate? Or the TikTok and all that.
Mate, have you seen? Do you know who the Rizzler is?
I know the Rizzler.
Do you know the Rizzler? You know the Rizzler?
Or do.
His dad, his son, and then it was I can't remember the Big Justice. I think
Big Justice.
What's the dad called? AJ's the dad. AJ's the dad and Big Justice, and they go to Costco and get the same thing every time and rate it every time.
I think they're quality. I love them.
They're insane, bro.
The Rizzler's my favourite.
They recruited the Rizzler, mate. The Rizzler was on his summer holidays for school. They fucking said, "What Rizzler? Fucking come on!" But I watched a documentary about him, like a guy broke this down, and it's like, see that guy, the dad, AJ. He's been trying to like be famous on YouTube for about 15 years, mate. Like, see when that wee guy was like a baby, used to make like vlogs like, I'm now out shopping with my young boy. Fucking, I don't think he was calling him Big Justice back then.
Big Justice. This is my son. Oh, what's his name? Is that Jaden? No, Big Justice.
That's Big Justice. Big Justice and the Rizzler. I don't know what's going on these days, mate. But I'm at that age where I think I'm actually getting quite old. Do you feel old?
31 years of age now, Evan, mate. Looking at my hair in the mirror every day, and I'm like, my day closer to shaving it off. It's going to get to a point where it's going to have to go. Like Benny boy, he's embraced the baldness.
Ben's been bald since I met him.
It could be turkey
Not
for
bald,
me, mate.
but you know what I mean? Like, he's shaved his head since I met him.
Aye, it could be turkey for me soon, bro. Who knows?
What would you? What is that? See if you done an unlimited budget, right? And you went to Turkey. What is all the shit you'd get done? Would you get your teeth done?
I'd get my eyelids removed, mate. I want to look like see that evil kind of. I'll get. No, I'm joking. I'll be getting the hair done, mate.
Aye,
hair done. I think that's all I need done.
Have you how strong? Because I think, man, it's easier said than done. But I think when it gets to that stage, I think I'd just be like, I'm a bald guy now. That's just me now. I'm a bald guy.
Who knows?
Are you, mate? Reject modernity, mate. Embrace fucking tradition.
Mate, I want the hair back. I don't want to be baldy, bro.
You could get like
I want it back.
You could get like a perm.
Think
that
I'd look
would be
good?
sick. If you get in the taxi game, you're going to need to do something, mate.
Mate, I'd love to see just grow it long like Giorgio Samaras.
Like flowing locks.
Aye, with a beard like Jesus looking kind of spiritual guy.
Aye.
I think people would respect me more as well with long hair.
Aye, because you see if you see a guy with pure, like say Samaras's hair, you're like, fuck, that guy like takes care of himself, know what I mean?
Mate, I could grow my hair long because at the back of my head there's a growth there, mate, right? But I don't want to be a long bald. Do you know what I mean?
No,
See,
you don't want to be a long bald.
We see long balds walking about in our communities on the streets and you think, shave it off, fella. I don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to end up my Facebook group, mate.
I don't.
Imagine I was just scrolling through
Spotted
Facebook.
drunk on Main Street.
A long bald. I'm like, is that fucking Sean?
Aye.
No, you don't want to be that guy, mate.
You think you're doing alright, mate? You're looking good.
You know, I've got a lot of growth sort of in this range, but I feel like every minute, brother, that hairline is just crawling back.
But I'm actually loving the different hairstyles for the amount of time we've known each other. The different hairstyles you've adopted, mate. It's fantastic to see the flair that you've got and the chances that you take for the new styles, mate.
Thank you, bro. I think if you watch this podcast, I've got a different hairstyle every single podcast. See what, mate? There's one, right? There's one. There's one of our like most viewed TikTok clips is me talking about being younger and being on MSN, and I'd been talking to this lassie, but it turns out she went out with a boy, and the boy found out I was talking to her, added me in MSN, and was like, I'm going to fucking punch your head in, like moan up for a square goal, moan up PK, I'll punch your head in and that. And then I said, obviously, no, I'm not doing that. And then he mailed me back 15 minutes later and he was like, sorry about that, bro, want to meet me at EK Cinema for to go see a movie, bro. Try to set me up, mate, know what I mean?
I was trying to get you, mate.
But see, in that clip, me and Jamie's Barnett's. Now, I'm not saying I'm Div Beck, but I'm not saying I'm Div Beckham right now, but I don't know what was going on with our Barnett's back then.
Mate, we've all had absolute nightmare scenarios with old haircuts, you know. I don't know if when you were a boy, did you have the old blonde highlights, the blonde tips? Me and Ben had them, mate.
I don't think I ever went highlights. I went, I used to have like side shed, gel down, spiky hair, mullet, dye the back of the mullet. There was this boy, I remember I had him on B-Boy's Fisco Bride, right? And he used to get pure cool shit done his hair. I used to pure go on his head and be able to look through it like, he's so fucking cool, man.
Mate, we've had so many years of barnets, mate. We've had the V-cut, we've had the barcode fringe in, we've had obviously the blonde highlights, mate. We've had the wee lines in the side of the head and all that. We've had the night tick. We've had so many different eras of hair, mate.
Aye, it's I think these hipsters these days, mate, they're trying to bring the V in that back. What will these hipsters know these days?
I'll tell you what, these people, they're walking down your Victoria roads, they're crossing the bridge from Partick to Govan, mate. They're going in, mate. They're going in with their moustaches and their mullets and
The Doc Martens and that.
they're wanting to buy cereal, no for the box. They're wanting to get it for the big kings who your
I don't want
they don't want
no
waste,
packaging
mate.
on anything, mate. Bring back single fags and that.
I love plastic, mate.
Can I ask
love
your
it.
opinion on something, right? I walked in the canteen and work the day, and there was a boy sitting, and now you get like a large Tupperware dish, like a deep plastic Tupperware dish. I walked up, and he had that filled to the brim with Wheatos, like on his first break, just like I'm talking a rectangular tub. He'd put cereal in it and he'd filled it up with milk, and he was just.
The questions I ask for individuals like that, Evan. I say, if he's capable of doing that in the workplace, what's he capable of doing behind the scenes?
I don't even want to know, brother.
Do you know what I mean? That's just the type of questions you need to ask about people nowadays when they're
it's-
doing things like that.
It's fucked up.
Mate, so let's see when I see people, this might just be me, right? But see when I see people taking the energy drinks in early in the morning, 7:30 and all that, I think to myself, you know, I'm quite upset about talking about this, Evan. I think to myself, you know, if they're doing that out in the streets, what's Sam at home, what they
Aye. What's her diet like?
Chicago town for breakfast.
Oh, before work.
Aye.
Mate, you get the guys. Now, I was thinking about this today, I know, when I was out my ventures, right? Because I had to go into like an office, and I was thinking,
Adventures.
I was out driving, I had to go in and see somebody in an office, and I walked in with like boots and that on, like fucking a bit dirty and that for work. And I walked in and I was like, I'm here to pick up fucking blah blah blah, and like they all had a wee like, alright, and I always feel like, see when like a workie comes into an office space, it's like a dog's ran in or something.
Aye.
You know what I mean? People are like, oh,
Look
aye,
at
aye. Like, people are like, what's he in for? I don't know. And that. Like, you feel quite feral because you walk in, they're all clean, they've got their wee coffee and that. You walk in, pure, aye, Foxy, I'm here to fucking, you're like that, we swearing that. No, I mean, we don't need to act fucking.
How you doing, hen?
Aye, I could never, like, I don't think I could ever work with the public again, mate. I couldn't do it. It's too, I hate having to put on a fucking,
A
not a
mask.
fake, aye, it's not a fake version of myself, but it's just a pure, aye, no bother, aye. But whereas in work, I can go in, I can fart and that, mate, know what I mean?
Sometimes, mate, that goes back to the point of being a taxi driver. You need to work with the public, mate, but you're being your own boss, Evan.
Aye, at
Would
the
you,
end
like,
of
would
the
you
day,
like to be your own boss?
I would love to be my own boss. Guys, unfortunately, YouTube absolutely hates us. We don't get monetization on any of our videos. That means we don't get any ad money from anything we upload on YouTube.
Please give us money.
So we rely on people to go and subscribe to our Patreon.
People say money doesn't buy happiness. They're fucking liars. They're liars and fucking bastards.
At our Patreon, you subscribe, you pay a monthly fee. There's a range of different tiers.
Money's everything, mate. Money's like all. Money's all we need.
Where you get more episodes, early episodes.
Klarna debt, credit card debt, Foxy bingo debt. I bought a speedboat. Can't afford that thing.
Once you subscribe to the Patreon, you'll start getting bonus episodes. So you'll get things like different perks. You'll get early episodes. You'll get access to the Discord.
Please, £4 a pop when I'm buying butter.
And it allows you to support us to get all our own equipment. That's the reason that we're standing here today with all our own stuff. It's because of people supporting the Patreon.
Lurpak is out the question. I'm on Norpak at the best of times.
So if you feel like giving a bit more and you'll get maybe bonus episodes, early episodes, vlogs, things that you don't see on the YouTube.
I think podcasts just grow on trees. All these cameras and that, it's expensive. Everything is expensive. This is expensive.
Then go over to our Patreon, patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff.
All right.
Mate, somebody I want to chat to you about, man, who is his own boss in every single sense of the word. You were with James English all night, mate. Tell me about English and Big Tamer Hussein and all that for Green Street.
Mate, we had
Chat me through this, man.
so I'll go right back to the start, brother. And the famous words of Jamesy. Boom, we're on, right? Obviously, me and Ben and Mark have been doing a couple of shows. We've done the Fringe, we've done the Pavilion as well. Where obviously Mark done a sketch pretending to be Jamesy. Had the fake tan, the suit, the hair and all that. And me and my brother were recruited to be, guests of the Anything Goes podcast. And we started doing it on the stage, creating characters. Went really well. Sold the Fringe out, sold at the Pavilion, and right, we were like, this is going really well. And then we seen Jamesy himself was doing his first live show at the Pavilion, so it was full circle, the impersonations of Jamesy to then James in his own show. So James got in touch with Mark and asked Mark if he'd like to do a bit of stand-up, and then me and Ben were invited guest list to watch it. So obviously we seen the show. James had Tamer Hassan, who was in the business, the Football Factory, Layer Cake. He had Lilo Branquito, who was the star of A Bronx Tale, was in The Sopranos, and he had James Cosmo, who's obviously in like Trainspotting and Braveheart as well. So we got to go backstage, got to meet a few characters, got to meet James himself. And do you know what? I need to say credit to James English. Absolutely brand new.
Really,
he's taking the part in brilliant jest. I can't say a bad word about the guy because he's so sound and he's taking it really well. Like,
Mate, if somebody, this is what I find very commendable for James English. See if somebody done a live show kidding on to be Reilly's Gaff and like take the piss. I'd love it,
mate, would you not love it?
No, I'd be fucking fuming, mate. I'd be like, what the fuck's going on? So the fact he's been like, because here's the mad thing, the fake James English done the Pavilion before the real one.
Yes.
So is that no? Like, see, somebody was like, "I'm sold out the Pavilion, but they're a fake Reilly's Gaff." I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Maybe the thing is, there's two ways you can take it. You can think it's funny, and do you know what? It's like imitation's the best form of flattery, as they say. Or they can be like, "I'm going to kill you."
That would be me, mate. I'd kill somebody. Even just like, I think that's why obviously Luke Sutherland, he really hates us now. He thinks I've been shagging Kaz Milligan. He thinks me and Jamie and Kaz have been having threesomes in the studio and that. Lee's coming for us, mate, and I don't know in what way he's coming, but he's coming one way or the other. And I think it's because we've started doing the voice on the podcast. Because you see somebody doing your voice, you're like, what the fuck? So fair fucks to James English.
And I need to say the guy's $1 million. His box office, mate. He had the tuxedo on. He was looking at $1 million, mate. He had Mark had fake tan on. Jamesy Boy's skin tone was even darker than the guy's been jet setting all over the world, going to the finest restaurants, beaches, hotels worldwide. Mate, he was $1 million, mate.
He looked $1 million,
mate.
mate.
Big Tamer, great guy. Lilo Branquito, fantastic, mate. And there's obviously a couple of pictures of the girl, fantastic.
I can't so I seen Big Tamer and I thought, fucking hell. You know what I mean? Big Tamer.
The big man, I tell you what, mate. When you like to take a punch off him, mate. The big man, mate, he's had hands like fucking saucepans, mate.
He
was a big boy, mate. He's 6. He must have been about 6'5" or something, mate.
Fuck that,
mate. He's an absolute menace, but fantastic. His daughter was there, Belle Hassan, who's on Love Island. She took the picture as brand new, so brilliant opportunity. Mr. English is fucking box office. What a guy, mate.
I'd love to get him on ours, mate. Has James ever been on a podcast to talk about his fucking...
I don't even know. He's been on that Liam Tuff's podcast, which is quite similar to James's, but box office, mate.
Oh, fair dues for him taking it so well. I just couldn't believe the lineup he had, because I seen Big Tamer and I thought, you know what? That makes sense. It's very like aligned with James English. It's very like that. Yeah, fuck it. Well, it's a bit of a boat back in the day, one odd James. Like, that kind of shit. But then I seen they come for the Bronx Tale, and I was like, that's one of my favourite movies ever, mate. Have you seen A Bronx Tale?
I've never seen it, which is shocking, right?
It's incredible, mate.
Obviously, he's starring in that with like Robert De Niro. He's worked with James Gandolfini, who was obviously Tony Soprano. He's been in films with Denzel Washington. Like, it's incredible, mate. And obviously he's came here and he was sound as fuck, mate, to be honest. Brand new.
Was I seen Mark. Big Tamer was recording Mark,
Aye.
and he was like that. You could be my dad.
He's like,
And
"My dad."
He's like my dad. That must sound
Mate,
fucking
he's-
mad to him.
Mate, Big Tamer's brilliant. Didn't he had a few words with him and that, mate. Nice guy, get picture and stuff like that. Aye, great experience, mate. Thanks to Mr. James English for sorting us out.
Fair play to him. Did you ask Belle why she broke Anton Danieluk's heart?
I wish I did, mate. It's no knowing that she broke his heart. It's a regret that I didn't ask that question.
You need to bail her after this, mate.
Aye, mate. I think she stays in Edinburgh.
Does she?
Aye, I think her man's a rugby player or something.
Oh, right.
So, mate, you can, if anybody wants to ask the question, she's actually moved closer to Anton now.
I think
so
she's trying to play mind games with Anton Danieluk. And I'm will I fight Tamer Hussein, over it? Aye, I think I will. I would like to do a charity
I'd pay good money to see that, mate.
Me versus
I'd pay very good
Tamer
money to see
Hussein in
that.
a charity boxing match. That would sell out, mate.
Aye,
Kaz
that would
Milligan
be-
property boss, mate. Forget it. Forget about it.
Mate, Shieldsy and get Shieldsy on the card as well. If he can handle himself, good blanter man. Do you know what I mean? So,
Shieldsy and Tamer might be a scrap, mate.
mate, I tell
Two
you what,
old school boys.
Old school, mate. Definitions are boys, mate.
Two boys, mate.
Boys, mate. Used to be a bit of a boy back in the day.
Aye, two guys that have been a bit of a boy back in the day, just having a good old fucking scrap. She was a bigger man.
A bit of a boy back in the day podcast, mate.
Aye.
Now that would get billions of subscriptions, mate. But the first multi-billion pod, a bit of a boy back in the day podcast.
Need to get on this boxing card. That's got to be top of the bill. I think we need to get Jay Jackson involved in something.
Who's
You know who
that?
Jay Jackson is? Tobin's niece.
Oh God, I've seen a few.
He's in there banking.
She's at box office in her own right, Evan. That's the thing about my... See, Evan was the first guy, audience... He was the first guy to say, Sean, you need to get on TikTok, right? And I was like, I don't really understand it, bro. I don't get it, right? Recently, I've started spending times in my day, most days, watching TikToks, and I tell you, but that app has changed my fucking life. It is unbelievable. I don't put videos on it. I think Ben does a Ewart Bros page on it. I don't put videos on it. Oh my God, it is a fountain of fucking gifts.
It's
Unbelievable.
It's endless. Like, you'll just see mad, like, you'll be scrolling and you'll see like maybe Kaz, and then you'll see fucking, I don't know, some mad American guy like, oh, look what my dog can do. You scroll down, it'll just be like some like junkie for the East End. I'm gonna say get Boris diet. You're just like,
Mate, the
what
best
is
thing,
going on to do?
mate, the best thing about it, MD can get notoriety on it. MD can get famous on it. You don't need to. MD can boom.
It's an even platform, mate. See if you're putting the goods out there. It's fucking. I mean, what's crazy to me about it is, and I don't really remember this at the start of it, was you've now got a total culture of just BAMs sitting fucking
Live on it.
but BAMs sitting arguing with each other. Get him in that box. Get him in that box. I'm going to fucking. And then they're threatening to like, I mean, I'll fuck at you. I was on TikTok. I stayed up to watch the UFC that was on Saturday. I tried to stay up. I stayed up to about 3 or something. And at about 2 in the morning, mate, I'm just sitting on my phone, scrolling. And now, like, you scroll, and if you go into a live and then you click it and then you scroll down, it only gives you lives. Do you know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
scroll down, it's just
Aye,
live.
videos.
I'm on one, it's like that. It's just these cunts with no pictures just fucking, who you talking to? I fucking daft at like 2:30 in the morning, like seriously arguing with each other. And I'm like,
And kitchens and all
but
that.
then you
I've
scroll
said.
down and it'll be like another one. It's like wee Shelley for fucking Balmorlock, and that'll be a username. And it's I fucking tell you, fucking don't fucking blah, blah, blah. And you're like, what are these cunts arguing about?
Mate, see on the flip side of that, I know though, you can literally find out anything. If you're going to any hotel, going to any restaurant, anywhere and visiting somewhere, the information's there as well, which is absolutely fucking unbelievable.
Look at this cheese pool. You get all that, mate.
Yeah, look at this cheese bill. We went to this new restaurant, guys. It was unbelievable, man. Look at this cocktails. We got that mojito.
A mojito.
Mojito.
I love them, mate. They help you, mate. Know what I mean?
It's unbelievable, mate.
But then also you kind of, What the only thing on TikTok that fucking annoys me, because what I'll say is this: people were getting slagged for like so now how you like scroll on a TikTok and go by a guy pure. I don't know why people are still buying Nike shorts when you can get 3 of these for £12.
Shop, no,
Aye. So like I actually don't mind that. Like, get your money however you want. Like, obviously we sit here and we go sign up for the Patreon, and but everybody that's doing something in that sort of field of TikTok podcasts, they need to like, you need to make money somehow, right? What is cringy as fuck to me is like people that sit and get gifts and people, come on guys, tap the screen.
Is that the thing where it's like VI, the wee present comes up and all that? Is that somebody getting money?
Aye, so like to gift somebody in TikTok, like you need, I just can't understand why the fuck people would put money into TikTok to just send to people.
Aye.
Like who the fuck, who could possibly, who's one person you think, I would, if they were on TikTok Live, I'd actually send them a bit of money.
Darren G.
Oh, he's on TikTok Live all the time. Darren G, mate. I seen him, who's it he was on live with? John Shields or something? Do you know who John Shields is?
No.
You ever seen the wee gay guy? He's got fucking blue hair and he's always pure. I fucking tell you, like he's always pure.
I think you've maybe told me about him before.
Mate, he used to...
John Shields.
He used to try and like... He'll go on live with Lee and then try and out him as gay and that, know what I mean? Which I think is just like, you shouldn't, even though you can think me you are the
business at the end of the day,
I don't think you ever do that to somebody.
People's in business.
But it's just one of these wee guys, it's just like a wee troublemaker, know what I mean? Like
pot stirrer.
He's always on live, right? And it's like, it'll be like, I won't see his actual live, but I'll see a screen recording his live, and it'll be like him on live, but then somebody's pure arguing, threatening to batter him and that. I'll fucking punch you, she done that. And he's like hiding in toilets and all that. He must get up to absolute mischief. But Darren G is just a wee guy. I think where's he? Is he for Ayrshire or something? Is he? Aye. Well, Darren G ended up on live with him, and he had a big spot in his nose. And Darren, like, as soon as he joins the live, Darren just like, what the fuck's that on your fucking nose, lad? And he's like, why would you bring that up? And he's like, how the fuck do you expect me not to bring it up? Sat there like fucking Rudolph, lad.
It's the controversial comments, mate, that bring in the dough, mate. It brings the cash in. People want to see it.
Darren G's fucking... Him in English had a fucking...
He did, mate.
That is when...
I thought it, didn't he?
Mate,
podcast was...
You should have asked him about Dash G, mate.
I wish I did, mate. Mate, but see, when you're with a man himself, mate...
You crumble a bit.
Looks $1 million, baby, mate. He's got the Hollywood tan. He's got the teeth, man. He's got the tuxedo on. Aye. The only other guy I think I would follow is Mr. Magaluf, the boss.
Who's that?
Mr. Joe Colby.
Oh, Joe Colby, brother. I'm Joe Cole. No, it's the funniest part about him is he's always got pure standard clothes on, but he's like, got the Hugo Boss, as if that's like Louis Vuitton or something, know what I mean?
When it's like that. So, we're with the boss of Magaluf, Mr. Joe Colby. Joe, how'd you pull so many birds? Well, get the boss polo shirts on, get like close shorts on. That's how you do it.
Magaluf and all. In fact,
the king. Mate, the king of Magaluf, bro.
The king of Magaluf. Imagine, but what age do you think Joe Colby is? 30? He's at least 30, bro.
At least 39, brother. That man.
Do you think he's...
I don't even know what age he
must be in his 30s. Do you think Joe Colby's ever shagging like 19-year-olds and that? He definitely is, mate. King of Maga. You can't be the king of Magaluf and no be shagging 19-year-old lassies, mate.
Mate, I used to see when obviously when we were younger going on the lads' holidays, been to like your Zantes, your Iron Appa. I always remember going to like mad pubs and all that in Iron Appa when I was like 19. And there would be a guy behind the bar who was like for fucking Clydebank or something like that. And he would be about 32 and he'd be serving you your fucking Venoms and all that. And I always thought to myself, no, as I'm older, why did he have to stay there? Did he get up to something there that he had to stay? Do you know what I mean?
Aye. A lot of dodgy characters about like...
Send Reilly's Gaff to Magaluf, man.
Well, mate...
Patreons, send them to Maga.
Mate, this is mad we've actually ended up talking about this. I'm sitting in my bed last night, right? And I think you'd actually mailed me. And I went on to my Instagram mails and I looked and you'd mailed me, but I had a message request, right? And I'm like, it'll just be somebody replying to a story, or it'll be something to do with a podcast or something. And I go on it, mate. Know who mailed me? The Magaluf Weekender. official account, 46k followers. Do you want to bring some friends and come on the show? You can this was their selling thing to me. You can party with the reps.
Mate, that sounds like an opportunity of a lifetime, my boy. You need to take that up. Partying with the MAGA reps. These people know how to fucking party, baby.
What I'm going to reply, I think, is I'm not interested in MAGA reps. I'm interested in the MAGA king. Well, do I get to party with Joe Colby?
There needs to be a bit of bargaining here for the Magaluf weekend, mate. Guys at your level, guys like Evan Reilly, great guys like Evan, you need to be going straight to the top, baby.
Aye.
You cannot. Reps, get them to fuck.
No.
Get them to fuck.
I want the final guy, mate. I want Joe Colby with the Lacoste shorts, Hugo Boss polo. What's the shoes he wears in that? Does he ever point to the shoes?
I don't know, guest trainers or something like that.
It's always pure, like, slightly above average brands.
Right, I've got a question for you, right? If you could have a final meal and you could invite 4 guests, right? But the 4 guests need to be like Instagram or TikTok people, who would the 4 be?
Do you see my final meal?
So say it's your final meal and you can have 4 people around the table. I'm not interested in what the meal is. 4 box office guests at the table. Internet people.
I would have Lee Sutherland.
Lee, right?
Probably Dan G.
Dan G.
I'm going to need to calm it down a bit after the first 2 suggestions. I'm going to need to bring some calmness to the table.
A mediator.
No, I'm not going to say that because the boy's about 10. There's a fucking
The wrestler.
No, there's a fucking go look at this account, by the way, right? It keeps coming up on my TikTok. I'll get back to the 4 people. This wee guy is amazing, right? He's actually amazing. Goalkeeper Maxi Orr, right? That's his name. I don't know how I ended
Better
up.
than Cal the Dragon.
Oh, bro, miles better. This wee guy, he's like 10 or something, mate, right? But you think he's more and him sharing an account. And it's literally him being like, it'll be him stood in his room and he's like got a goalie kit on. He's like that. He'll have a PlayStation controller on his hand. He's Scottish. His controller on his hand. He'll be like that. Sit and play FIFA or train so I can be in FIFA, and then it'll cut to him like at like 5-a-side pitches doing drills and that. He's a goal. I'm like, this wee guy's gone to the fucking top.
Mate, he's gone straight to the top.
Incredible, but I don't think he's quite ready for this sort of environment yet.
Goalkeeper Maxi Orr. Serious conversations at that table, mate.
Goalkeeper Maxi Orr is gone on a different path than the people I'm bringing. So I'm going for Lee Sutherland, Dan G, maybe Big Justice. Maybe
Big Justice, great shout.
Big Justice.
He could boom or doom the scrannies or eating or not.
He can rate it.
Really?
And then I might actually go for
Jade Jackson.
No, she is
She's not getting an invite to the party, brother.
She scares me. I'm going to need to go for I might bring out Cal the Dragon, brother. I might bring out the Dragon.
What is that? Cal the Dragon?
Cal the Dragon.
Cal the Dragon.
Kaz the Dragon.
Kaz the Dragon. That'd be a good boxing nickname for him.
Aye. Who'd you go for?
My 4. Big Justice.
Big Justice. Are you bringing the dad?
No Big Justice. The Rizzler. Darren G. Ted Friel.
Oh, what a shout, bro.
I don't. For those that know Ted Friel, the real fucking deal. Ted Friel would be there, and the final one would maybe be. Don't know. I'm just getting into TikTok trying.
It's hard to get the last one, man.
I think you would maybe be the Johnny Hamcheck.
Oh, I know who that
Johnny
is.
Hamcheck.
Mate, but see, Johnny Hamcheck's American, isn't he?
Aye.
He just walks up to the building sites, says, I'm here to deliver like fucking...
2-inch cables now.
Mate, there's people on TikTok, like, see that mad awkward humour where they'll walk into a lift and be like, which one am I gonna eat first? That's the classic old joke. See that shit? I'm like, see if somebody was doing that around me, I'd be like, this cunt's gonna kill the lot of us, by the way.
Mate, I seen a class one the other day, mate. I was pissing myself when it was in good nature, I know. And it's a guy, and he just drives in his car, and he puts the window down and he goes, excuse me, sir, can you give me directions to an email? And then I go, what? And then I go, I'm doing an email. Excuse, what did you say? I'm doing an email. Unbelievable, mate. Hilarious.
That's
good
it.
nature, lot of fun, no anger, no violence.
Aye.
Just old school humour,
Mate,
mate. Fantastic.
No, it's a classic, mate. See, there's a, see when a motor pulls up and there's like a guy, so let's say there's like somebody out walking and they'll pull up outside like an estate and like houses in a row, and they'll pull up and they'll be like, excuse me mate, he's like, fucking gonna chat back door, I'm trying to get my pal, he's no answering his phone, but I can't stop the motor, you need to go and chap the door, just say Johnny's here for you. And the guy goes up and chaps the door, the motor just drives away. It's like Chappie on wheels, mate.
Fucking unbelievable, mate.
Almost.
Unbelievable. So back in the day, mate, do you remember people used to do, like, I always think that Chappie was a big king growing up, but remember the people used to do prank calls all the time? People would phone like Chinese takeaways to people's hussies and just these are the days before your TikToks and that. Like,
Nobody does prankies now, mate.
pranking. We used to go to my pal's house, my pal Joe. We used to do prankies for his house, mate. Unbelievable. We're all famous 141 before the phone number, and just go in there, mate. That's the making of a man, that.
Do you, so like obviously you get the old school prankies where you would actually be, you'd be like, hi guys, it's blah, blah, blah. That'd be your voice. But remember like maybe 6-7 years ago there was an app that came out and it was like,
you could properly,
you put somebody's number in it and it'd be like, you've been stealing my Wi-Fi. There was a guy in our work, Kenny, right, back when I worked in the railway, and he pure loved his dog, mate, right? Like pure love. I fucking love my dog. Be pure it was like a black lab or something, mate. I fucking took the dog out for 3 years yesterday. And that pure like loved his dog. And there was one on that was like, your dog's been barking all night, keep me up, and it was pure like shouting and that, and we done it to him, and he was honestly seriously talking to the phone. He was like, would you just calm down? I can assure you, it's not my dog. It's not my dog. And the guy would be like that, it's keeping me up all night, and like we kept phoning him back with, and it was just, no, it's mad, it was the same thing getting said over and over again, and he didn't click on that it was a script.
Mate, I have to respect his temperament there.
Aye.
And dealing with that professionally.
He was a
in nice
guy.
manner. That's good.
Aye.
You ever been done with a prankie? I've been done with a prankie.
I'll tell you mine, then you can tell me yours, right?
Okay.
I've got done with the most vicious prankie of all time, mate. Listen to this.
Right,
Now, this
go.
person's out here somewhere. I would like to know who it is one day. Back when I was a young man, I'm talking maybe 14, 15. I wake up in the morning, my mom's sitting downstairs. She's like, Evan, can I talk to you? I say, aye, what is it? She said, just sit down. I'm like, what the fuck have I done? She said, have you got something to tell me? And I was like,
That's a horrible question for somebody. to say.
I was like, I don't think so. No, what is it? She said, well, last night the house phone went, and I went down and answered it because I was thinking, who's phoning here at 2 a.m? I phoned it, and there was a girl on the phone. She asked for you, and I said, oh, you weren't in, or you weren't awake or whatever, and she sat and spoke to me for about 15 minutes explaining how you've got her pregnant.
It's just bizarre behaviour, mate.
So I'm like that to my
What
mom.
age were you, 15 or something?
14, 15. So I'm like that to my mom. Nah, I've not done that. And she was like, do you think there's any chance you might have? And I was like, Mom, I'm telling you right now, there's zero chance. Zero. So I had to admit to my mom I was a virgin, basically.
Mate, that's a cruel.
But they sorry, I've just
cruel
remembered
thing to
that.
do.
They phoned back and I seen the withheld number and I answered it, right? I'm like, go I fucking terrorise this.
Yes.
So I picked it up and they were like, hello. And I said, aye, who is this? And they're like, is that you, Evan? And I said, aye, who is this? And they're like, well, you've got me pregnant. I said, obviously I've fucking not got you pregnant, you fucking idiot. And I was like, she's got to shite herself here. And she said, aye, how is it because you're a wee virgin?
Did you never find out who that was, bro?
No.
I hope that
Who
I hope
have I
that
made
was.
such an enemy with that would actually do that? And I was like, I'm going fucking fuck off. Just had to put the
See,
phone
at the
down,
end of the
man.
day, mate, see if it helps him sleep at night. But they're sad, pathetic excuses of fucking lives to do that to you.
Absolute fucking losers, mate. But I was a virgin. They did get like,
And
and
traumatising your poor fucking mother.
that's the nuts part. See if you're
Disgusting.
phoning up me and being like, oh, you're a fucking worst cunt, I'd be like, aye, alright, fuck off. The fact that my mom got on the phone, they're like, there's something I need to tell you. That's actual psychopath, mate, innit? That's not even funny. It's funny now, but at the time.
They'll have their day, mate. They'll have their day.
What's your pranky?
Snows extremely.
Sorry, I know, mate. That was hardcore. That was
I'm here
hardcore.
for you, my man.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Mine was, I think it was maybe about 2 years ago, during the COVID days, mate.
You got done 2 years ago?
2 years ago, mate. So what I do is, mate, I'm sitting in the Crown Street retail part in the Gorbals and eating a Greg's, mate. You know, my lunch break for work at the time. And I got a phone call. He goes, I'm looking to speak to Mr. Sean Ewart, English accent, right? I go, hi there, how you doing? And it's like, it's Gary here from Celtic Football Club. It's just a quick call, Sean. We've actually noticed that you've been in breach of COVID-19 regulations within your use of your season tickets, and you will now be barred from Celtic Park for your misuse of the season book during the COVID-19 times, right? But see, the thing is, mate, I had a season book for years, and the year, so it was the year, so the COVID year I paid for my book, and this was the following year, so it was Ange Postecoglou's first season, and I didn't have my book because I didn't know if I was going to get back into the stadium or not, so I just cancelled it. I've got a book now again, fortunately, but I just went, I caught the bluff straight. I said, I don't have a fucking book. I was like, don't you have a fucking phone this number again? I'll fucking go through you like a ton of bricks. Hung up the phone. But I saved the number, mate. I saved, heavy weird, mate, right? But I saved the number, and it's like a guy walking his dog in WhatsApp, and I don't know who it is. So maybe I can maybe get that picture across. We can maybe put it. We can fucking get this fucking culprit.
A guy
Because I've got the picture, mate. I'm no messing about, mate. But somebody who's watching this might know who it is. Try harder next time.
That is fucking bananas, mate.
Mate, you know, you could probably have an episode of this podcast getting the weirdest prank call fucking stories.
Aye, like who's... Oh, mate, the merch is back. It was gone, and now it's back. We've made it the better, sexy, hot, voluptuous t-shirts for hot singles and couples. Cheaper. Well, inflation and that, it is more money, but you can wear it. You could shower, dry yourself after a shower bit. You could roll up into a wee ball and kick about with all your mates. There was no slaves or anything involved making any of the clothes. Just joking. Go to reillysgaff.com/shop and you can buy it. Mate, no, it's weird as well. We so obviously you don't know this guy. How did they fucking get your number? Somebody's obviously passed it across to somebody they work with or something like that. But they need to get a bit better, because if you're phoning it for a number, you can get a WhatsApp or this. But I tried to phone it back a few times and I wasn't getting anything. So could it have been a work phone or something? Do you know what's mad about that? Weird. It's fucking such a weird pranky. No, I mean, it's like, oh, your season ticket's been... who the... Breach of COVID-19 regulations, mate. Get the fuck away. What the fuck? Because, say I was going to prank you, mate, right? Say I was like, we'll prank you, Sean. I get, somebody's phone that you didn't know and it was a mad number and that. I would do something pure stupid, you've I don't even know what I'd do, or you've left your front door open and there's been squatters have moved in and you're not allowed to chuck them out, and see if I knew you were in hall, something that's actual, just being you've breached COVID-19 for a guy that you don't even know who they are. Listen, buddy, we've seen you our council neighbourhood team have witnessed you fly tipping around the corner. There'll be a massive fine coming your way. Mate, that's the way to do it. It's try to be a bit extravagant. Try to push your boat, put an accent on, a real good story. It can be done. I think mate, I would love to watch an episode of this podcast with you, Jamie, talking about the most infamous prank calls for the viewers. That would be fucking unreal. That would be crazy, because I mean, me and you just had two insane stories there, so people must, in fact, leave in the comments, should we do a prank call fucking show? Cunts watch will be, no, that'll be shite, bro. That'll be rotten, bro. That'll be shite. Podcast equipment far too cheap, mate, these days, bro. Mate, but the worst thing is that back 10-15 years ago, it was house phones that were getting done before
people had mobiles and that. People's house phones were getting obliterated. Mate. Families getting dragged into it.
Families torn apart.
Torn apart.
I've been shagging
My
your husband.
pregnancy hell.
I know, mate. What the fuck? I need to talk to my mum about that. I don't want her fucking to start greeting or something, but that was crazy,
Incredible,
man. Crazy, mate. Just before we go, what's the plans with the live shows? Are you gonna? Is there anything else in the works?
Aye, mate, there is. We've got something lined up. Hopefully we'll be able to disclose what it is by the end of the week. But it's going to be the biggest thing we've ever done. So
Really, aye?
I'll tell you off
Right,
camera,
okay.
but I'll obviously give you the details. We'll sort you out in that.
Aye.
But it's going to be the biggest one we've done. So
Oh,
in
wow.
Glasgow, mate. So next February, March time we're looking at. So details should be there soon. So we're going for it. So hopefully we'll see some of the viewers there and that. And
Aye,
I
definitely.
guarantee it, people will love what they've seen. The people at the fringe have seen a full hour worth of stuff with me, Ben and Mark. So it's going to be bigger and better, hopefully. Aye.
Happy days, mate. I look forward to
But
it.
it will be a the Drink the Drugs and Scratch Scares live podcast. So it will be the James English sketch with the guest, but it's getting taken up.
Up in the ante a wee bit here.
Aye, mate. So people
You should just
enjoy
sit
it.
and do prankies on stage for an hour.
Oh, me and you. Aye.
Right, we need to wrap up there, guys. I'm going to be kicking it. Sean's going to leave, but I'm going to be staying for some Patreon action for another half an hour, say. So go sign up for the Patreon. The free trial is back, so you can see the rest of the episode for free. Go sign up, patreon.com/Reilly's Gaff. Sean, thank you for coming on, brother. Love you.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Thanks.
Thanks, audience.